to you by Emma Lahana, musician/actress. Whether it be exclusive pictures, fan art, or the latest news, it has it all. You can't be a fan of Emma Lahana without going to this site. So check it out at shyranger.com. And by viewers like you. Thanks for your donations.
Of course.
Yes. Roger used to have a habit of slobbering a lot.
Selwyn used to goof off a lot, and so we used to have a lot of bloopers, Selwyn and I. So it's kind of hard to pick one.
Selwyn and Steve, I don't know if you remember this when we did the Forever Red. When Jason David Frank was talking about the Sea of Tranquility, and he would come out and go, "There they are, in the Sea of Tranquility." We'd all look at each other. Did he do this? We couldn't keep a straight face. I think it was finally my little side comment. Yes, and I thought booty cat. It got me kicked out of the shot. That's my favorite blooper.
I can't tell you our bloopers because they're a little off color, but we were in the recording booth, so we were able to kind of like make a joke for the next person coming in, and they would see it and think, that's going to be on the air, you know. You can just imagine Make My Monster Grow, you know. I won't say anything more. I'll leave it up to your imagination.
I didn't do any bloopers. I was perfect.
My question's for the later Turbo Rangers. As you probably know, they never revealed who the Phantom Ranger was. Did you guys ever have any inkling? Or
It was me. No, you didn't know that.
I think the only one that really found out was Cassie. Yeah.
No further speculation on, I mean, did you guys ever think that you're going to reveal it as, it's Zordon's son or anything?
I speculated, but I couldn't really make it fit story-wise, so I didn't really push it into the writing or anything. But I was like, oh, that'd be really cool if we got Johnny back on the show and he was escapading as the Phantom Ranger somehow. But it wouldn't make sense exactly the way the Phantom Ranger.
I remember though on the episode of Forever Red though, I can easily remember the two lines that you guys said though, right when Cole said that Tommy was actually the greatest ranger, and then if I recall correctly, TJ said that I wouldn't actually go that far. After all, I was the one that replaced him.
What can I say?
You know, we didn't write the show.
I know.
We were the puppeteers. We were the puppets with the puppeteers.
Pretty much, when you guys managed to reunite with Mr. Austin and Mr. Frank, what was it like though when you guys managed to meet up again? When you were doing that episode?
Well, when you get a bunch of bulls in the stable.
True.
No, I thought it was really cool. Everybody was really mellow, and we had a really good time. We needed some female rangers on that episode.
That's sure we get.
Walking around, red tights and all, just dudes.
You know, the poor craft service girl, she had a hard time. But it was good to see him. Jason, I did replace him, so I got to work with him a few times. A great guy. And Austin St. John, hadn't really met him, but really, really, really good guy too. And he's another guy beyond Water that I watched a lot, so it was really great to meet them.
It was kind of cool because usually Power Rangers, I mean, we were, fighting, aliens and monsters, and it was very light. They kept it really light, but in the movie they actually decided to go there and, put us in a situation where Zordon could be dead. So I mean, for us it was great. We were excited to be sad and to actually have to reach as actors. So I mean, it was really cool. I mean, shooting that whole scene, it took us about almost a month, 2 months to shoot that entire thing. So I mean, I think any, sadness you saw was fatigue and tiredness from the long days and hours. So, but I mean, it was great. I mean, I was glad they tried to, make the movie a little bit more serious.
I'm gonna have to stay with blue. That's my favorite color.
Forever red, baby.
Wow, that's tough. I like my green and I love the black. So I can't answer that question. I don't know. Maybe green and black?
Lord said red, of course.
I have no idea. Pink.
Well, actually, I thought about this. I'd like to have red with some gold pinstripes. A little bit of a fluorescent glow from behind. And a cape. A short cape. A big old sword. Maybe guns. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I remember it. I'll tell you what. I remember getting that line and thinking, how do you say that? Now, in a previous interview, I remember the process now. I remember sort of trying to make up that line, but I didn't make up that line. I made up a few other lines that were turned down, so I had to say that line. And so I decided to act as though I were a T-Rex eating him for lunch. A choice that kind of fell flat. But, hey, I'm glad that you guys remembered that.
Definitely the fight scenes. Loved the fight scenes.
My favorite part was just laying in the hospital bed. I got to relax the whole time in the bed. Everybody else had to work, and I just got to chill.
Mine was, I got to take his spot, so it was really great.
All good?
Sorry, I liked all the stuff I did with when Tommy and I went on our little search for Larago. That was fun.
Well, I can tell you when I first did Rita, it was way back when we I was just cast as Rita off the bat, and I was told to do a Wicked Witch of the West kind of voice. That was the direction of, I'll get you, my pretty, one of those voices. And I was told that I was fired. No! That was originally, I was canned because they said that wasn't scary enough. They did a survey. I said, well, why don't you direct me differently? Give me what you want. They said they wanted scarier. I said, well, I'll give it to you scarier. And they said, no, we're going to have auditions. And I said, well, may I audition again? And I was so angry that they said, that they gave me the part and then took it away. So I said, you want it angry? I'll give it to you angrier! The show was going to be 6 years long with me doing voice. I was just blowing it out for that audition. And how I continued doing that was, well, I'm good here. I remembered the voice I had to match what I started with. I couldn't go lower or, drink a lot of water and cough drops, and I keep it going, as you can kind of tell.
Well, I know that they were following a storyline from the Japanese version. And I know that the character died in that version, so I was playing him as a tragic character throughout the story arc. And then I was delighted that I finally didn't die, because before then, I was a stuntman and I played characters in films, and I was dying in every film I'd ever done. I can't tell you how many times I've died and how many ways. By the time I go on my real deathbed, it'll be peace in comparison. But I was happy to finally survive the end of a flick, or show, or episode. Intact.
You all still look incredible, especially you, Rita. I want to say that.
I paid him to say that.
I thought he was pointing at me for a second.